Welcome back to my channel for those of you who are not new, and for those of you who are new, hi, welcome. My name is Paris. I'm a wife, mom, and I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I do decorating, baking, cooking, all things that have to do with the home and my kids. As of right now, my oldest is 3.5, and we have her in preschool, partially in preschool, homeschooling the other part. And then I now have a 2-month-old baby, so, well, almost 2 months. And yeah, so this video is going to be all on 2 recipes, 2 cookie recipes, well, 1 cookie recipe and a cheesecake recipe. So the first one is my Monster Mash chocolate chip cookies, which are so good. They are super soft. They're huge. You can make them smaller, but I use an ice cream scooper to scoop out the size of them, and they turn out amazing every single time. So I'm gonna go ahead and list off the ingredients and the instructions, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the video. So for the ingredients, you're gonna need 1 cup of M&ms, mini or regular, either one. I like to use mini for the to mix in, and then the regular size ones to put around the cookie before you bake it. And then you're gonna need 1 cup of chocolate chips, either mini or regular. Again, I prefer mini, and those are gonna be to mix into the batter. You'll need 4.5 cups of flour, 3 teaspoons of cornstarch, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon salt, 1.5 cups unsalted butter that has been softened, so not melted but soft, 8 ounces of softened cream cheese, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 1 cup brown sugar, and 1 cup granulated sugar, okay? And you're going to make sure that you preheat your oven to 350, but you don't have to preheat it until after you've let the cookie set in the fridge, the batter set in the fridge for 2 to 3 hours minimum. Okay, so let's go ahead. You're going to combine your flour, cornstarch, baking soda, and salt into a bowl. Whisk that nice well together, and then in a separate bowl you're going to cream butter and cream cheese together. Cream that till it's nice and fluffy and like a really pretty golden, not golden, but like yellowy color. And then you're going to fold in the eggs, vanilla, and both of the sugars into the cream butter and cream cheese. You don't want to over mix it, because then that'll make your cookies flat. So once those are well combined, then you're going to combine both the wet and dry ingredients. So your flour, cornstarch, all that good stuff. You're going to mix that into your butter with the eggs and all that good stuff. Mix that well together, and then once those are mixed fully together, you're going to add 1.5 cups of the mini chocolate chip cookie, chocolate chips and the 1 cup of mini M&ms. I did add half a cup, that's why I'm saying 1.5 now, but typically I only add 1 cup. I just wanted it extra chocolatey this time. So you're going to add the, again, 1.5 cups mini chocolate chips. Again, you don't need that if you don't like them too chocolatey. You can cut half a cup out. And then the 1 cup of mini M&ms. You're going to fold those in together, and then after that, I recommend scooping the size of the cookie dough that you want, like the size of the balls that you would like. Scoop that out onto parchment paper, and then place that in the fridge and let it chill for 2 to 3 hours, or a max of 4 hours. Anything longer than that, it's fine, but I just don't typically do it past the 4 hours. And then after they're done chilling, you can also add extra like M&ms to the outside of it. Like you can roll it in the M&ms, or you can just stick it on like I do, and honestly it just looks really cute and presentable. And then once they are fully chilled, you'll preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and then you're gonna take the balls and put them onto parchment paper that you can place into the oven, and then you'll bake it for 18 to 20 minutes. And I promise you, they're going to taste so good. They are absolutely delicious, and they're perfect for like the Halloween and fall season. They're very colorful, and it's so nice to bake around Halloween and the fall, and I'm getting into like all the holiday feels. So yeah, I hope that you enjoy this cookie, and we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the next one, which is going to be my mini pumpkin cheesecakes, which are so good. They're great for Thanksgiving. Like, I promise you, you will love them. So let me go ahead and start with the ingredients. Okay, so for the mini pumpkin cheesecakes, it makes 12 mini cheesecakes or one standard cheesecake crust, pie crust. So the 9-inch, I believe, is what it is. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the ingredients. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 3 tablespoons of sugar, half a cup of brown sugar. You're going to pack it. I didn't pack it in the video, but you're supposed to pack it. 1.5 tablespoons of flour, 3/4 teaspoon cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon nutmeg, a 1/4 teaspoon ginger, pinch of cloves, ground cloves, 1.5 cups cream cheese, 3/4 cup pumpkin puree, 1/8 of a cup of heavy cream, and then 2 eggs. Okay, so now for the instructions. You're going to preheat the oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. You're going to bake the crust as it says on the package. Some of them will say that it doesn't need to be baked, but if it does, go ahead and just follow those instructions and then preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. And then in a medium bowl, you're going to whisk together the brown sugar, the regular sugar, the flour, nutmeg, ginger, and the cloves until no lumps of sugar remain. You can use your fingers if you want to break up the brown sugar clumps, if there are any. And then in a separate bowl, you're going to add cream cheese. You're going to cream that until it's nice and fluffy. And then you're going to pour in the sugar mixture over the cream cheese and blend it with the hand mixer until it's smooth. And then you're going to mix in the eggs one at a time. So I recommend cracking an egg in a bowl and then putting that egg into the batter. Mix it really well. And then you're going to add the second one to the bowl and then put that into the bowl with all the ingredients and mix that really well. Try not to overbeat it. You just want it to be really incorporated. And then you're going to blend in your vanilla, the pumpkin puree, and the heavy cream all into the mixture. Make sure that mixes really well. If you have little lumps of like cream cheese like I do, I prefer it that way. Some may not. You can continue to just mix it until it's well incorporated, but do not over mix it. Once it's well incorporated to your liking, stop. Okay, and then you're going to tap the bowl on the counter to release any air bubbles. You can also do this once you put it into the pie crust, but I do it both times. I tap it in the bowl and then I tap it once it's been put into the pie crust. And then you're going to divide the mixture into each mini pie crust until just below the top of the crust, so about 3/4 of the way in. I filled it up fully because that's just how I like it, but you're supposed to do it 3/4 of the way. And then you're going to bake them for 20 to 25 minutes until they're no longer jiggly. But I recommend putting the mini pie crust on a pan. Like, they're already in a pan, but put them on like a solid pan so that way you don't have to take them out individually and they have something more stable to be on top of instead of just the racks in the oven. So once you remove it from the oven, you're going to let it cool for 30 minutes and then put it in the fridge for 3 hours. Do not eat it before that 3 hours. It's just not going to set right. It's not going to be that great. So just make sure you don't do that. Also, make sure it's fully cooled before you put it in the fridge. If you put something hot in the fridge, number of things that can go wrong. It could make other things around it spoil. It could also, the glass on the inside of your fridge, it could crack that if it's too hot, if you put something too hot on it and it's already cold. So, there's all that. And then once it's done after the 3 hours, you can serve it with some whipped cream, some ice cream on the side. My husband really likes to add whipped cream to the top of his, and that's how he does his. I like mine just plain. But yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed this. The ingredients are on the screen, like I mentioned before. Also a tip with the cookies, they can make 12 large cookies or they'll make 24 smaller cookies. It just depends on what you want, how big you want the cookies to be. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. I hope you have a blessed rest of your week. Stay positive, and I hope that everything goes well for you. Happy fall, and I'll see you in the next video. If you want, you can like and subscribe. Leave any questions, comments, or concerns down below. Thank you.